Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Ranking Tekken Attires with me, Satin Black. And today's episode was probably the hardest that I have ever had to rank because, my lord, there is a lot of stuff here and there is a lot to say about all of them. It's Yoshimitsu's turn in the hot seat this time, and this dude has got the biggest variety of looks that I have ever seen from any character ever, even outside of Tekken. And before we start the ranking, I want to give a big thank you to Ultimate KD for suggesting Yoshimitsu here. I have had a heap of suggestions lately. I'm trying my absolute best to get through all of them, while also producing just regular game reviews as well. But if you want to see someone get ranked, leave a comment, and I will make sure that that comment makes it in the video when I do that person, like I have done for Ultimate KD here. Thank you again for the suggestion. A little disclaimer before we get into this episode as well, I have not taken into account swords, because that just added another layer of ranking and I did not want to do that. So just attires, no swords today. There are 21 entries in today's video, so let's not delay any longer and find out what has come in last place. Number 21, and we have the Tekken Tag 2 alternate attire. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, I do think the clothes actually look rather nice. It's just the fact that the next 20 entries are going to feature Yoshimitsu in some insanely awesome looking armor. In place of the armor here, we have a white shirt with some gold trim and these pants that are plum, claret, burgundy, I don't know, whatever you want to call this color. He also got these silly pointy shoes on, which I think look a lot better with the original version of this. Again, this isn't horrible, it's just not what I expect from Yoshimitsu. In at number 20, we have Tekken 1 and the blue attire, and man, this one shits me off. Not only does he look like the Tin Man, and I hate that movie and anything to do with it, but these unbelievably large shoulder pads look ridiculous. The chainmail in the middle looks like a drain grate or a sewer grate for my non-proper English speaking audience, and while yes, the Hana mask is cool, he wears it in the other attire in this game, so who cares? Shit fit. One of the worst. Number 19, Tekken 7, and we've got the squid attire, but in its alternate colorway. Now, I don't like the original fit, let alone this awful, awful colorway. This is a genuine eyesore. I'll talk more about the squid suit itself when we get to the original, but I just want to touch on how seriously awful this colorway is. Yoshimitsu looks like a capsicum with tentacles. And some of you might be into that, but I most certainly am not. Like seriously, what makes you look at a character who is predominantly silver, grey, black, white and go, hey, wouldn't he look great as a traffic light? I hope I never see this eyesore ever again in my entire life. Number 18, Tekken 7, the original squid attire. So we continue our descent into depression with the original colorway for the squid suit. Now, the colours here aren't as offensive as the last entry, as a matter of fact, they're very true to Yoshimitsu. You know what is offensive though? These things dangling off his head. I hate them, and also the fact that he has a tail. Someone came up with this, someone drew this, and then someone okayed this. And without a shadow of a doubt, someone has had some intimate time while looking at this. I just don't know how you go from the samurai in Tag 2 and think, nah, not enough slimy ass tentacles. Also, I researched the popularity of tentacle erotica in 2014 just to see if there was any sort of connection, and Google spat this out. In 2014, there was an ongoing discussion online about the historical roots of tentacle erotica, referencing the famous 1814 Japanese woodblock print The Dream of the Fisherman's Wife by Hokusai, which helped ground its modern form in a long artistic tradition. So there you go, someone at Namco must have been ink deep in the origins of tentacle erotica, and was inspired to redesign Yoshimitsu to pay homage to this intellectual debate that was going on at the time. I am never playing Tekken 7 ever again. Number 17, Tekken 8, the blue variant of that attire. This is another instance of good attire, wrong colorway, and this is the original as well. We get a helmet that is strikingly similar to the Tekken 3 one, and the rest of the armor looks like the Tekken 3 armor too, except now these big shoulder pieces that sort of remind me of the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. The red and the gold detailing on the armor is cool, I just don't think it goes with the blue. The black pants are sick though, same with the foot guards. I don't know, I'm a little disturbed at the human fingers poking out the gloves. Like, yeah, I know that there is a human under all of this armor, but like, I don't really want to see it. Number 16, we're going to stay with Tekken 8, but this time we're going to cover the alternate attire. And this one pretty much suffers the same fate as the original attire. This design is fantastic, but it's just that color of blue. I'd honestly go as far as to say that if this was like black or silver or grey or just any of Yoshimitsu's standard colors, this attire would probably be top 3 territory. The golden armor is godlike, and the helmet is one of the coolest he has had. I just cannot for the life of me get behind the blue. Number 15, and Tekken 4 rears its ugly head with an attire that I have just listed here as bug. So I was very proud of Tekken 4 in the Nina video, but they've returned to their true form here, being one of the worst attires in the ranking. We've got a bug-like appearance here, and after a bit of research, it seems that this is based off the rhinoceros beetle. Big fan of the helmet and the face piece, but the body is a bit bland. There's no elaborate armor pieces, and the color isn't great either. It's this maroony sort of brown. It's very, very boring. The wings on the back too, I could have done without. I hate the noise that it makes too when he uses them in a fight. And what is the point of giving him wings? He has already shown that he can fly with his sword. So that's just a pointless addition. Always zicked me. My final thoughts on this one is that it reminds me of a cockroach. Number 14, and we'll be seeing Tekken 2 for the first time, and this is the outfit where he's wearing a hat. That's what I've written, Tekken 2 hat. It's a decent little fit here. He wears a darker sort of grey armor to what he did in the first game. I like the shade of green that the pants are, and the mask is great. I especially love the red eyes here as well. The Sandogasa hat is a great finishing piece and adds a bit of mystique to Yoshimitsu. But you know what doesn't add mystique? The fact that I can see this dude's neck, ears, and shit trim hanging out the back of the mask. We also see some more phalanges here, and as I said before, I don't want to be seeing any skin in a Yoshimitsu attire. Tekken 1 with the red attire. So the original Tekken's original attire for Yoshimitsu, and I'll say straight out the gate that thank the Lord they did not add those stupid shoulder things to this one. The armor is so much better too. It's silver with a cool red trim. The Hana mask is here as well, and that's always a welcome addition. He has long red hair here too, which I love. I don't know if it's his actual hair or if it's a wig, but either way, it looks so sick and it goes really well with the rest of the fit. Number 12, and off to the original tag tournament we go. This is a colour swap to the Tekken 3 attire that I have always referred to as the night attire, because that's the vibe that it gave off to me. Still does, actually. I'll touch more on the design when we get to the original, but the changes here are that the armour is now kind of bronze or like red. I'll let you decide what colour that is, but it's not the dark grey of the original. The bit in the middle between the leg armour and the torso armour is now black instead of blue, and the little ponytail coming out of the helmet is now blue instead of red. Number 11, and we have Tekken 3, and it is the original version of the knight outfit that I just spoke about. So, what is he actually wearing? Well, he's wearing a very bulky looking armor resembling that of a knight. There is blue pants. I think they're pants anyway. I'll just say clothes to cover my ass. The blue clothes underneath the armor have a gold trim, and it looks great with everything else. The helmet is one of the coolest looking ones that he's had. It used to terrify me as a child, and mix it in with the voice acting that they gave him, this man was scaring the daylights out of me as a kid. This is a great outfit. It's a solid outfit, and the fact that it is 11 means that Yoshimitsu has had some fantastic treatment throughout the Tekken franchise. Alright, top 10 time, and we're going to jump back to the original tag tournament to kick us off. So this is a colour swap to Tekken 3's other attire, not the night one, it's the one that is used in his Tekken 3 render. Now, I love the original fit, and I will get to that. But I cannot put this any higher, due to the fact that the only thing that has changed here is the pants are now blue instead of black, and because they're blue, they look like a pair of rip curl board shorts that my dad used to own. That's literally the only change here. It's just the fact that the pants have gone from black to blue, and the black version is so much higher than the blue version, because instead of it looking like, oh, those are really sick pants, they just look a bit daggy. That's all it does. It just made Yoshimitsu look like my dad. Moving on. Number 9, and we have the Tekken 5 outfit that is assigned to the X button. I suppose it could be civilian, even though nothing that Yoshimitsu wears is civilian. Anyway, this is a bit of a rework of the Tekken 2 attire, and man, what an upgrade. And for so many reasons too. The hat is a bit bigger now, which I find to be better. The skull mask is one of my favourite Yoshimitsu masks. And the hooded cape thing that he wears on his neck goes with it so well. I'm glad that his shit haircut isn't poking out the back of that mask. The green pants make a return here too, but my absolute favourite thing about this is the knee guards that are skulls. I always thought this was sick. I love when they take an old concept and jazz it up and make it even better, and that is exactly what they have done here. This is a very underrated fit. Entry number 8, Tekken 6, and we are looking at what I'm calling a samurai outfit. So there is a lot going on here. I don't even know how to explain most of it, but I will do my best. First up, the colorway isn't great. I do love the white trim and the accents though, that is cool. I'm just not really vibing with the plum color. The armor is cool too. I love the silly pointy shoes, and the helmet is sick. It kind of looks like a samurai helmet, but with a cool skull mask as well. Also, I love the flashing pink bit on the top of his head. I think the things on his back are wings, and if they are, you're probably thinking, well, weren't you complaining about him having wings before? Yes, I was, but here, they look cool, so I don't care. There is no logic behind it, I don't care, but they look cool. Entry number 7, Tekken 2 is back, and it is time to talk about the silver attire. Top tier helmet here, and the armor is great too. Yoshimitsu is taking on a full grey suit yet again, but now the trim is yellow. And I love everything about this one, except for one little detail. The stupid collar. This could be a top 3 if we didn't have that stupid collar. But still, rest of the fit, great. My favourite part is definitely the Oni mask, especially the fangs. That shit looks awesome. Entry number 6, back to Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and the samurai outfit. We looked at the clothed counterpart for this one in last place, and considering how large a jump that this one is, should tell you how cool this armor is. We have a red samurai look here with a gold trim. The bottom half of the armor is purple, and those green pants that I adore have returned. Now, I've just said a lot of colours, but here's the thing, they're working together seamlessly. It's giving me Jotai vibes from Dynasty Warriors, and now I want Yoshimitsu in a Musou game. He's got a cool wheel on his back too, but my favourite part of this is without a doubt the helmet. It is one of his best, and it's just occurred to me that, like I've said, maybe 7 or 8 helmets are one of the best. So, you know, consistency from my guy here. Tekken 5 will kick off our top 5, and we are well and truly into the elite of this chalky mudcake. This Tekken 5 attire is a samurai armor fit again, being gold with green trim. I love the red under the armor, especially near the neck where it just looks like a bunch of cables. There is so much going on with the helmet and the mask here too, and all of it is great. First of all, the mask. This is a 3-eyed demon mask with a cool glowing visor going over the top. The helmet is like an extended version of the iconic Tekken 3 helmet, and has these cool crab leg looking things coming out the back of it, which, by the way, crab legs, so much better than squid tentacles. Just want to reiterate that. I have so much love for this whole attire, such a cool outfit. Number 4, Tekken 8, and it is the black colorway for the original attire. So again, this is a pretty cool redesign of the Tekken 3 outfit. We got an all black outfit going on here, but the trim is gold. Gold on black is awesome, but gold is not the only trim color here. We also have a Xbox-like shade of green around the helmet and the shoulders. The pants are black with a gold trim too, just making this all uniform and look nice, and I can even excuse the human fingers here just because of how good everything else is. Number 3, Tekken 3. Now this was my introduction to Yoshimitsu. In my mind, this is the most iconic version of him, and that may have something to do with the game that it's in, but still, this is awesome. The character render as well used to send a shiver down my spine, as I mentioned before. The full grey armour is complemented rather nicely with these red bits that make it look like muscle, which I've only just recently realised that. That is so sick. I really like that. I'm also glad to report that the shorts don't make Yoshimitsu look like he's about to hang 10. Rather, they give off the vibe that he's going to cut your arm off, and that vibe is what we need to achieve with Yoshimitsu. I also think that this is Yoshimitsu's best helmet. This is never getting beat. I know I've said that every helmet was one of his best, but no, this is the best. Hands down, the best helmet. Our silver medalist for today is Tekken 4 with the red attire. And I think that this one is going to be my hot take for the video. But I've got this Tekken 4 attire here, and I'll explain why. The darker silver that they use here is great. It makes the red trim pop wonderfully. The pants are very similar to that of the previous entry, so that's another win. But the two MVPs for this one are the back piece, which is a large Oni face that covers his entire back, and the hair, which I absolutely adore. Tekken 4 was the game for weird hair choices, and I've covered that a fair bit in the videos, but this one is a W in my books. Now, we have ranked and looked at 20 attires, but this is the winner. In at first place, Tekken 6 with what I'm simply just calling the wheel attire. Now, I apologize in advance. I've had to use the Tekken wiki to explain this one because I have no idea what any of what he's wearing is called. But my lord, this is so sick. Now, I apologize in advance again because I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this, but Sokushinbutsu, which according to the bracket next to it, is a self-mummified Buddhist monk. The orange pants are awesome, and I love how they are kind of dirtied, giving off the vibe that he was buried or something. It just makes it look so much cooler. The hat is awesome. This is a Heian period Iboshi hat, and its color matches the ragged kimono that he is half wearing. The big wheel on the back is a great finishing touch, and it also lights up with flames when you perform certain moves, which I thought was a super cool touch. What wins it for me though is how creepy the attire matched with the mask is. He looks like he has come straight from hell and he's ready to kill someone. And I'll tell you the funniest thing here as well. I had no idea this existed until I made this video. But I just loved it so much. As soon as I saw it, as soon as I played a few games with it, I was like, you know what, this could be number one. So much so that I was willing to put aside the fact that Tekken 4 could have gotten a back-to-back win in order to showcase just how awesome this attire is. So there you have it, my friends, another Tekken attire ranking video, done and dusted. I need to cover a few things here though, so this is like, script's gone away now, I'm just free talking, so sorry if I ramble. This took forever to come to fruition for two reasons. One, I started studying, so I had less time to work on videos. And then two, I did the voiceover for this originally, and then when I went to do the edit, I'd realized the voiceover corrupted, and then I had to do the voiceover again. So sorry for the delay on that one. However, I'm hoping now to just be a little bit more motivated and get more of these Tekken attire videos out. In terms of video game reviews, I don't really know if I'm going to tackle any of those more in the near future rather. I spent like a lot of time on my Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure video, and it just like no one's watching it, and that's fine, that doesn't upset me. I just would rather put my effort into the things that people are watching, like these Tekken attire ranking videos. Next up, I put up a poll. I said, hey, what should my next 2 episodes be? I put the names that I keep seeing in the comments, and you guys seem to want Brian and Jun. So, that'll be my next order of, I don't know what the saying is. The next thing I'm going to do is Brian and Jun. So I was working on a review of the Simpsons game, the 2007 one, but I'm going to put that on the back burner, and I'm just going to focus on Tekken content. Fourth thing, before I wrap it up, sorry I'm rambling, you've probably already clicked off, and that's okay. I want to start making Dynasty Warriors content, so if anyone here is a fan of Tekken and also Dynasty Warriors, and you've made it this far, first of all, thank you. And second of all, what should I do? Because I'm stumped. I want to do it. I just want to talk about something. I don't really want to do attire rankings for Dynasty Warriors, but I want to do something. I want to play the games. I could even play them on Twitch if that's something that interests you. Anyway, this is where I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching another Tekken attire ranking video. Down below in the comments, argue with me, tell me what I've missed, do whatever, just interact with me. I love talking to you guys. Brian and Jun will be coming soon. Just bear with me. Uploads are going to come not as frequent as they used to because I've got just a lot going on in my life, but that's okay. that is okay. We'll get to it, we'll do it, we'll have some fun. With that being said, I've been Satin Black. Thank you so much for watching another one of these videos. I appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next video.